Hello, welcome to John's Author Diary for the weekend in May the 15th, 2022. I've turned 40, so I had my birthday a few days ago. That was fun. Um, Last weekend I went to see family in Wolverhampton and we had a meal and drinks and all that good stuff. So that was really nice, catching up with my siblings and their kids and all that stuff. So really enjoyed that. Had a nice steak. So definitely worth that. Um, I got a digital piano for my birthday, so that was very cool. So I've been messing around with that over the last couple of days. Now I can't play piano, and I do know how to play guitar. So what I've been doing is working out, the chords from the guitar and kind of transposing them to the piano. So I've just been kind of working stuff out, working out where things are, because I've got a good grasp of music theory. I kind of understand stuff in my head, and it's just a case of translating that to the keyboard. So I've been enjoying messing around with that. I've been playing around with just the chords and things like that. So that's been good. In terms of writing, I have been working on Trial of Thieves. Now, I don't know if you follow me on TikTok, but what I've been doing is just showing what a mess the dictated stuff is that I'm working with. So it is really slow going, but I am working through I suppose, the redrafts of this. And it's like week before last, I was getting 5,000 to 7,000 words done at a time, kind of redrafting. Now I am on 2,000. It's just a slog. Sometimes I'm looking at the sentences and they are incomprehensible. Luckily, I've got about 10,000 words left in the manuscript to go through, so that's good. I am thinking that I need a bit more in terms of the pacing. The pacing feels a bit off near the end. I think this is down to just kind of really kind of rushing through, and it does feel rushed, so I just need to kind of expand that. I probably need to add a few more scenes, maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10,000 words at the end. I will work on what I've got now and then see where I'm at the end of that. But no, the story is really cool. I'm really enjoying the story. There's a few different interweaving subplots. It's actually quite a complicated story, more complicated than stuff I've done before, which is probably why it's taken a bit longer to kind of get all the timelines and everything mashed in. So yeah, enjoying writing it. It's a cool story. I think it's definitely a nice little twist on the first book. So I don't want to just do a retread of Dawn of Assassins. It's a very different book. It's an expansion of the characters, so that is cool. What I am going to do is get that finished. Hopefully within the next month or so. I think that is a reasonable target. I have got quite a few things going on over the next few weeks, things like trip to Madrid and stuff like that, and relatives coming to stay. So I really want to get this finished. I've got a book launch coming, so I'm re-releasing the entirety of my Ravenglass Chronicles series, a big mega box set. So that will have every episode in. So that is being re-edited at the moment, and made to say she's ahead of schedule on that, because it's obviously been edited before. This is just about getting the consistency and making sure that everything is good, because it was kind of produced as a series of novellas rather than one single thing. So that's been, I'm looking forward to getting that out. In terms of reading, I read the Penguin Book of Dragons. This was a mixture of like really fascinating and really dull. So there was some stuff in there that was really interesting. It was like a historical look at dragons, lots of examples from history. And it's interesting just how, I suppose, the shape and the form that dragons take, what a dragon means, how that's evolved over time, over space, over different places in the world, their interpretations, what they can do. So that's really interesting. There was stuff in there that was just like massive chunks from texts, and some of it was dull. So it's interesting, but it's definitely 3-star read. I'm also reading a really good book. This is called Malice by John Gwynne. So this is an epic fantasy. It reminds me a bit of like Game of Thrones kind of stuff. It's also got a lot of things with, I suppose, like a bit of a Nordic feel to it, kind of Vikings and Norsemen, that kind of stuff. So I'm really enjoying that. That's a great series. I'm just getting really into that world. Really interesting world building, magic, and all that kind of stuff. The writer just does a really great job of just kind of unraveling the story, and it's one of these ones as well with multiple POVs. Sometimes they work really well. Sometimes you just like, okay, I really want to get back to the other guy. But no, this one, all the POV characters are interested in their own way. They're all adding to this bigger story, which is cool. So next week then, carry on with Trial of Thieves. That is my plan. I need to get this book done. Realistically, I could, if I push, get to the end of this redraft of these scenes, and then I'll see where I'm at. I think, I'm going to move a few things around, but I think I'm going to be left with something good. So I need to go. Until next time, cheerio.